Right. So franchise, I didn't do anything other than the power sims. This one I simmed a couple of years though, I believe. Yeah, I'm in 2022, right at the end of the year. So these are the league leaders. Bo Bichette hit 67 home runs. Juan Soto at 65. A bunch of dudes in the high 50s, stuff like that. Take a look at a couple of guys just to see where things went. Here we go. Let me look at some of these guys. We'll look at some numbers of guys that have been around for a while, like Chris Davis, his reemergence. He's now coming up in the 500 home run club. I don't know if he'd retire yet. I know if you maintain their stats, they don't retire for a while, so I could see him sticking around for another couple of years. Dustin Pedroia is still around, 38 years old, 15-year career. Cracked the 40 home run club. You know what I mean? Like, this is... I wonder. Let's say he makes the Hall of Fame now after that. Some guys too, like Ohtani's on the Red Sox. Wow. Oh, this was a separate created Ohtani, but it's a pretty good start. So that means Mookie Betts isn't. That's kind of sad. JD's just hitting 40 home runs each year like crazy. Look at this Yankees lineup though. They added Paul Goldschmidt. Like, as if they weren't already good enough. And now everyone's 99 hitting. Goldschmidt, I haven't touched his stats since initially putting them up. But I'd say at his rate, he's probably going to have a Hall of Fame career. If he hasn't already, as WAR says so, at least. I believe, it's not a surefire guarantee, but I believe that pretty much you get a WAR of 70 or higher, you're Hall of Fame bound. For some of these guys, that's, Giancarlo Stanton. He's getting up there, he's got the home runs. He's only 32. See a guy like Aaron Judge. He's already up there, but he's 29. I mean, he'll make it, but yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. See, like, guys, like, I'm pretty sure that I think it was. Oh, I did Vlad all the way up because I really liked him, and sorry about that. So look at a 22-year-old that's pushing on. He's gonna have a more than likely 200 home runs 5 seasons in at the age of 23. If I did another year. But I think Bo Bichette tied the home run record one year. No, but he hit 67. Someone cracked 70 home runs, and it was someone that you wouldn't expect. Oh, I can't remember who now. I'll have to... Oh, was it Kevin Biggio? Nope. Man, I know someone did, though. It wasn't someone too random. Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson tied the home run record in 2019 with 73. And a 200 RBI season, too. Let's see. Who else do I want to look at? I want to look at people that have been around for a while and have, like, had really... Oh, Miggy Cabrera. Right now, 38 years old, 19 years deep. If I bumped all the stats back up, I know he'd come back. His contract isn't over yet either. He's got another year. 667 on home runs now. If he didn't miss 2018 due to injury, he probably would be close to 700. And he'll get to 700 more than likely. He only needs 33 more. He'll probably break the home run record. I mean, that's definitely Hall of Fame. That's first ballot. That's close to unanimous. I'd say at least. I think some guys deserve to be unanimous that didn't. Like, I think Ken Griffey Jr. should have been unanimous for sure. That's besides the point. I know Pujols is still around. I want to look at him. Torrey Hunter Jr. Like, carrying on. Oh, Mike Trout. That's another one. He was only 30. And with the exception of the 72 home run season in 2019, these numbers aren't too far off. Like, what would be expected for Trout. So, like, if you take 30 home runs away from him, give him a 42 home run season in 2019, he's still over 400, 428. I know his WAR is probably filthy, disgusting. 121. He's 30 years old. That's unbelievable. Wait, where is Pujols? I know he didn't retire. I think I might have finagled him back to the Cardinals so he could end his career in St. Louis. As much as I don't like the Cardinals, I like Pujols. Who else? Joey Gallo. Because I know the game kind of, at least in, I don't know. I know in home run derbies, like if you put everyone's power up all the way and then do a derby with them, the game will still, like if I took a guy like Elvis Andrus, both his power combined is 100. Power against righties 48, power against lefties 52. And I put in Joey Gallo, whose power is pretty much, that's normal for him. In a home run derby with the same stats, the game will still favor Joey Gallo because it's like more adjusted him being a power hitter, I think. I don't know, that's just my experience. I could be speaking bullshit, but like that's what I think. Jay Bruce. He's been around for a while, 14 years. He's up to a 400, he'll have a 500 home run career. I think he'll probably make the Hall of Fame. His WAR is getting up there. I don't know. Acuna is one I did all the way up because I really like Acuna. 224 for home runs, and he's only 24. Like, that's absurd. He's already a 56 WAR. Where the hell is Albert Pujols? Albert Pujols is almost certainly in Juan Soto's another one I did because he's only 23, 4 seasons deep, and he's already almost at 200 home runs. Now, it doesn't help that I've got, like, September rosters here. But I do know that with the Mets... Where's Tim Tebow? Because I know I did Tim Tebow. Huh, strange. Harper, 29, 10 years deep. 1 home run shy of 400. That's pretty damn good. His WAR is already 62.7. I did a guy like Billy Hamilton just because, to see Billy Hamilton go from never hitting more than 6 home runs in a season to 44 being his lowest. Alex Avila's been around for a little while. Not bad. Jay Hay, not bad. Okay. Joey Votto. Where's Joey Votto? Did he retire? I think Votto retired. Yelich. Not bad. There's Albert. He's hitting leadoff. So 42 years old, 22 years flat in the majors, and look at that. That's just insane to look at in general. 752 for home runs, so he's second all time, third all time. Still, he's behind. Still behind Hank Aaron. 762 is the magic number, right? Either way, if I get him to come back for one more season, which I'd imagine I will if I max his stats out, even with those stats, get a 23rd year in play, and his contract is, holy shit, he is signed through 2031. That's another 9 years. Imagine this man playing until he's 51, having a 30-plus year career. In real life, that'd be crazy. But yeah, he'll definitely crack the home run record for sure. I don't know what the RBI record is, but I'm sure he's relatively close to that. Over 3,000 hits. I can only imagine what his WAR is, even with some negative seasons. 114. So it's crazy that Trout's passed him. in half the time, not even, but still. No one else I really want to look at there. Or there. Nolan Arenado, not much of a... Well, actually, yeah, he is. He's just a silent power hitter. Up until the last couple of years, at least. And of course, people are gonna sell Coors Field. Like, I don't know. I think Nolan Arenado would still be doing that without Coors Field. Bellinger, not bad. Bobby Dalbec? Was he in the Red Sox farm system? That sounds familiar. Tatis Jr., another one I did, all the way up. I think that's, oh, there's Mookie in San Francisco. Naturally, my favorite player had to do it, get him all the way up. His WAR's got to be pretty high. Yeah, 69 already. So, wow, look at the Giants. Betts, Lindor, Grandal, which, I mean, obviously, yeah, Grandal is going to be probably declined a solid amount by 2022, but, like, Yastrzemski has some solid potential. Like, imagine that. Just those three in general. I wonder what their pitching looks like. That's the other thing, too. That's one thing I did not like about doing this was pitching does not look good. Like, Chris Sale, I had to max out some guys to get them more regulated. But even a maxed out Chris Sale still had an ERA of 4.5. A maxed out Clayton Kershaw of 4.5. A not maxed out but very high Shohei Ohtani, almost 6. Look at this! Look at this rotation though. What the hell? Sale, Kershaw, Ohtani, and Archer, and Trevor Williams. Like, that's a solid number 5 right there. Maeda in the bullpen, Marco Gonzalez, Evaldi, or just as backup pitchers. Mejia in the bullpen, Liam Hendricks, Trevor May. Jeez, that's solid. I don't think there's anything too crazy going on in the pitching world. And at least for people that are on teams. Astros picked up Stroman. Have a Forrest Whitley, whoever that is. And Francis Martes, whoever that is. Well, that's a real person, apparently. Apparently, he gets pretty good. So they have a pretty solid rotation. And they have Julio Torrejon. Raisel Iglesias in the bullpen. They still have Hector Rondon. Ryan Presley. Frambar Valdez. That's a real name, and he ends up going diamond. Trevor Rosenthal. Trevor Rosenthal's still around? Huh. Nationals still have a pretty solid rotation. Hey, this guy. This guy's an 84 overall at this point. Jeez. We almost got him. They still have Edwin Diaz. Syndergaard to the Cubs and ends up going back to a 99 overall. So Syndergaard, Hendricks, Adbert, Alzole, Quintana, Darvish. That's not bad. Is Hunter Green a little dirty there? Alright. So that was what I did for franchise this year. That's all I did. Take a look over to the show next. I didn't really take it too seriously. I had one sim as the Yankee center fielder from when I first got called up, because I put it on beginner, and then when I first got called, I said to myself, I'll put it on beginner when I'm in the minors, and then just work, just quickly get my way to the majors, and then go from there. So that's where the first save leads off. I got traded from the Yankees to the Giants, so I saved that and said maybe I'll changed around there. One is a pitcher for the Orioles in the farm system still. And then one is the Yankees center fielder in 2023, where I kept it on beginner the whole time and just like let my guy get juiced. Just again to see what would happen. So let's see. There's my stats. I play center field, but I can play also play in the infield. I'm a natural 97 overall, but adjusted 99. My lowest home runs in a year was 65, and that was in 105 games. I hit 71 home runs in 100 games. I've hit 93 home runs in a year. So already, as a 22-year-old with just over 3 years of major league experience, I have 300 home runs. I have almost 1,000 hits. 100 stolen bases. Career average of 484. And a WAR, which also helps that I play center field, of 67. Even though I'm on arbitration, I'm getting 15 mil already. Cool. Coming off of only one MVP award, actually. 2020, I didn't qualify. 2021 is when I win it, and then 2022 was when I got hurt. I remember getting hurt and just let it ride. I have broke the single season home runs, hits record, RBI record. That's it. That's nothing that's changed. I know the Yankees, we've won 3 straight World Series. Yep, at least 3 straight. I want to say they won the 2019 one before I got called up. So nothing too special there. I'm not even going to go into the pitcher's details because he's not crazy. This is where we get a little bit more fun. Look at the moments. I didn't really do too many moments, actually. That's why I'm not maxed out diamond. But this game is actually kind of worth revisiting. I don't think I'm not going to ever play this again. I think I will touch it a little bit still. Let's look at my March to Octobers. I had a lot. I'll start with the first one I ever did. Back before I didn't even know what was going on, and before they didn't even fix the game mode. I did them all on rookie, so I finished with the Red Sox with a 123-39 record, first in the AL East. See how everyone else did in 2019. Indians were a 100-win team. It's kind of funny how that changed. The Twins didn't even make the playoffs, even though they won the Central in real life. The Astros won the West, and the Mariners, half a game behind, got the other wild card. Nationals won the East, surprisingly. To me, the Braves won the wild card. And the Cubs, other wild card, they didn't even make the playoffs. And the Pirates won the Central. Holy hell. Dodgers win the West. No surprise there. Can I see the postseason at all? So I can't see regular season numbers. Not that I really care to look too much. Player boosts, I got Mookie, PD, Price, and Bogarts. Oh, if I do this, and this, you can see the regular season stats from there. I do want to look at the Red Sox, though, because Mookie Betts had a fucking 48 home run season. 2019, wow. It's weird that it says in 2020 he's going to be a free agent, but he's not. Whatever. JD Martinez, 47 home runs, 100 walks. How did Bogarts do? Bogarts, 39, 139 Gs. Petey, Troy cracked 20 after not having ever hit 20. No, he hit 21 once. Vasquez actually had a better 2019 in real life than I think he did in this game. At least home run wise, I think he had more than 14. Steve Pearce, not bad. How did Devers do? Devers had a much better 2019 than he did here. RIP to these guys that got released. How did my pitchers do? Chris Sale. 17 wins, 11 losses. 11 losses? Damn. His ERA went up, but his strikeouts came back up. His whip went up. Okay, so Chris Sale had a more of a down year for himself. What about Porcello? Porcello had a better ERA than Chris Sale. 22 wins, 5 losses. This is like 2016 Rick Porcello right here. What about Erod? Erod had a good 2019 in real life. Erod had 297 strikeouts. What the hell? Chris Sale only had 275. Eduardo Rodriguez literally needed 3 more strikeouts to have a 300 strikeout year. What the fuck? That's crazy. David Price. Price had a nice year. Under 3, 250 strikeouts, 24 wins. Nate Eovaldi, 21 wins, 3 losses. Oh my god, everyone in my rotation, 200 strikeouts. I don't really care too much for the bullpen. Probably look at Matt Barnes, the closer. How many saves? They have 38 saves for Barnes. Under 2 ERA. That's pretty good. That's alright. Okay. One thing I do want to check out. One thing I haven't done. I'll do it with the Orioles. See what happens. So the Orioles 109.53. Yankees and Red Sox tied for the other 2 wildcard spots, 101.61. Indians won the Central. Astros won the West. Anything crazy? Braves won the East. Cubs won the Central. The Brewers and Cardinals getting wildcard spots. That's not too crazy. Dodgers won the West. See how my guys did. Jonathan VR had a really good year average and stolen base wise. 21 home runs. Trey Mancini, did he break out at all? Trey Mancini broke out a solid amount. 3. Ooh, that's actually a really good year. Mark Trumbo came back as a power guy, showing the, Mark Trumbo of old a little bit. I do know Chris Davis had a fucking redemption year. Chris Davis. That's MVP type. 47 home runs. 300 average. A WAR of 4.3 though. It's kind of away, but whatever. I don't give a shit about. DJ Stewart definitely was the rookie of the year too, I feel like. So I want to see what happens if I hit continue in franchise. I never did this at all. Because then I can see the postseason bracket, yeah. So Baltimore only lost one. We only lost 1 game in the postseason to Cleveland. Swept New York. 4-1 Cleveland. Swept the Dodgers. The Dodgers went to 3 straight World Series just to lose. Why did I want to do this? Here. Chris Davis won the MVP. Oh, World Series MVP. Whoops. JD Martinez won the MVP. Chris Sale won the Cy Young. Where's Rookie of the Year? Did I pass it already? Rookie of the Year. No players qualified. That's kind of dumb. Chris Davis went off. 6 postseason home runs, 4 in the World Series. I'm not going to go through all these actually, because I've got like half of the teams to do. We got Marlins, Tigers, Royals, Blue Jays, White Sox, Rangers, Diamondbacks, Mariners, Twins, Pirates, Angels, A's, Padres, Giants, and then the Rays I did not finish, but I'm in the postseason. I'm just going to go straight to Diamond Dynasty from here. Because this is the big one for me. Next reward in 5. I might play a little bit more, so these might not be final stats, but I want to take a look at my 3 teams that I've set up. I have my Red Sox team, which really doesn't have anything too different. I have Chavis starting at first, so I can throw in the hardware Pedroia. I do like that card too. I think I actually have that card in real life. Everyone else's live series, except for Rafael Devers, I've got his finest card. On the bench, that is not... Oh, wait, no, is that live series Benintendi? It is. His rookie, I knew he had a rookie card. But, so everyone else's live series on the team. Pitching wise, live series Chris Sale. I do have a hardware Porcello. Breakout Dennis Eckersley. Live series David Price, RIP. Live series Erod. Bullpen is all live series, I believe. Yeah, bullpen is all live series. So nothing too special there. Move on to my main squad. This is just like my highest overall squad. Jackie Robinson, Andre Dawson, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Mike Piazza, Miguel Cabrera, Javier Baez, Tony Gwynn. And then on the bench, I've got Finest Otani, Finest Devers, Finest Bichette, the Home Run Derby Pete Alonso, and Signature Series Joe Morgan. Morgan was my pinch runner. Alonso's my pinch, like, just absolute power guy. Bichette's my guy for lefties. Devers is my guy for righties. And then I need a backup for righties because righties are a little bit more common, so I brought in Otani. Pitching, signature Kershaw, signature Mathewson, Finest Morton, Finest Flaherty, signature Hamels, Seth Lugo in a, what is this? Monthly flashback, a rookie Betances, Wade Davis, signature Fingers, Finest Kirby Yates, signature Kenley Jansen, and a signature Trevor Hoffman. Then we got my favorites. This is the team I liked using the most. Pitching's not too different. Kershaw, Morton, Hamels. Throw in AJ Burnett and Rick Ankiel instead. I really liked the Ankiel card. I didn't get him till late, but because of his two-way ability. Signature Fingers. Trevor May in for the monthly flashback. And that's really it. Nothing really changed there. Lineup-wise, changed a little bit. Ooh, this is actually not my lineup. This was because I was doing a Padres challenge. My lineup was... This was my lineup. Joe Morgan, Ronald Acuna Jr. Live Series, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas, Chris Bryant, Fernando Tatis Jr., Shohei Ohtani, Mitch Garver on the bench, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. from the Derby, another Devers, a Ichiro card, the hardware card. He's going to be gone for a couple of years unless they get his rights somehow. Andre Dawson, Bo Bichette. So nothing too different either. I really like a lot of the guys I used in general. Oh, I already looked at pitching. Okay, so now what I really want to look at, though, stats and history, come up with my own MVP, Cy Young, reliever of the year, stuff like that. So look at, these are all people that I've had in my rotation or bullpen at some point, but I did not use. And then we start to break in, I think, on this next page. Nope. I thought I used Steve Cishak. No, I didn't. Oh, no, you know, I added a lot of pitchers. So the first one that I used Brandon Workman once for 2 innings. Take a look at his stats. He struck out 5 guys in those 2 innings. But he also has given up 1 home run. Charlie Morton's live series. We're not going to really look at these guys too much. This stands out a little bit. Zach Gallen. I used him for a third of an inning. He faced 4 batters. He gave up an earned run on 3 hits. Yeah. I'll start to look at details for guys I used a little bit more often than not. Like these are the guys I started off with, or like Darwinson Hernandez, not so much. I used Strasburg? Huh. I don't remember using Strasburg, even if for 2 innings. Catfish Hunter. So this is where we start to get a little bit more. I used David Price for a little bit at first. He did start 3 games for me, but he never went more than an inning each one. A 6 ERA, though. Damn. Corey Knebel I did use out of the bullpen 3 times. 9 batters faced. He gave up 0 hits, so that's cool. So let's start looking at these guys. These guys, you know, the innings spike up a little bit here. 19 innings with Burnett. Because I recently just got him. Only used 19. He's started 5 games, pitched 19 innings. He has faced 65 batters, only given up 1 run, only given up 7 hits. How many strikeouts does he have? Where does it say that? 31. He has 31 strikeouts. That's not bad. Okay, Rick Ankiel. Used him 7 starts, 32 innings. .56 ERA, 53 strikeouts. To 105 batters. That's pretty good. Oh, and also, because I did use him hitting-wise, can I look at his hitting stats? Okay, I can. Because I know I had at least 1 home run with him. He has 8 hits in 15 at-bats. 1 home run, 6 RBIs. But this is where we start to see a more improvement. No, not that one. I would like to see how many strikeouts I got as a team, but that would take a long time. That's got to be live series Kirby Yates. Christy Mathewson got used 12 times, 23 innings. Struck out 31. Gave up 11 hits. And 1 run and 77 batters faced. It's not bad. So this is where we start. The top 2 pages here is where we start to really break into things here. Felix Hernandez, nah. Nah, not that Nolan Ryan. Jack Flaherty I will look at. 19 games, 33 innings. 61 strikeouts, 113 batters. 2 runs, 17 hits. Finest Charlie. I really like Finest Charlie Morton. ERA just under 1. 85 strikeouts. 20 hits, 5 runs. Steve Cishak came through big for me early on in the season. When you don't really have people, like good people, you got to use people that you're good with. Andy's in Massachusetts, born and raised. Raleigh Fingers, I feel like I haven't had that long, but I've used a fair amount already. 71 strikeouts, 0 runs given up. In 132 at-bats, he has given up 8 hits. Damn. Oh, how many strikeouts? 71. Chris Sale is a starter. I used him for a little bit, but now he only gets used on my Sox team. He was on my favorites team for a little bit, but Rick Ankiel took his place. 61 strikeouts and 25 starts, 45 innings. 1.8 ERA, 162 batters, 29 hits, 9 runs. Not bad, not bad. I will look at the first page. I don't care about those guys. But all the people on this page I'm going to look at because, yeah, they got used a lot. Nolan Ryan, I just always got stuck with him. 34 games, 49 innings, 84 strikeouts, 7.3 ERA, 164 batters faced, 4 runs, 19 hits. Kirby Yates, finest out of the bullpen. I didn't use him as much as I wanted to, just because my bullpen was so stacked with guys that I like using more than him. Because he doesn't have the velocity. He's got the break and the control, but... So 39 1/3 innings pitched, 5 saves, 6.9 ERA, 76 strikeouts to 136 batters, 19 hits given up, 3 runs. Signature, that's not even Signature Series Kenley. This is Live Series Kenley. I'd have to say Cole Hamels, 44 games, 72 innings pitched, 127 strikeouts in 72 innings. .88 ERA, 239 batters faced, only 25 hits, 7 runs. Pretty good. My most used starter, Clayton Kershaw. 47 games, 94 innings, 146 strikeouts, a 105 ERA. 321 batters faced, only 42 hits, 11 runs. My Cy Young comes down to one of these two. Looking at their innings, I'd have to go Kershaw for my Cy Young. At least starters-wise, I don't know if I'm... We'll get there, actually. 63 games for Wade Davis, 75 1/3 innings pitched. Kershaw only threw 94 innings. 253 batters faced, 140 of those were struck out. He's given up 7 runs on 30 hits. Rookie Betances... I used him 70. I just got him not too long ago, like a couple, maybe 2 months ago. 74 times used, 101 innings pitched in a third, 212 strikeouts, a 107 ERA, 12 runs on 35 hits, and those are more recent too. He was unbelievable for me. Kenley Jansen, signature card, 74 games, 78 innings, 162 strikeouts, 8.1 ERA, 258 batters faced, 24 hits, 7 runs. Live series Betances, I used 78 times, 78 2/3 innings pitched, 150 strikeouts, 6.9 ERA. So if you combine my two Betances cards, that's over 300 strikeouts. Like that's 350 strikeouts for that matter. And his ERA would be below 1. So I'm gonna go, and then there's this guy, Trevor Hoffman. I got him pretty early on. 89 appearances, 88 innings pitched, 151 strikeouts, 79 saves, not one run allowed, not even an unearned run. He's only given up 27 hits. So I only use him in save situations for the most part. As you can see, 79 saves in 88 innings pitched. So he's my reliever of the year. I'm going to go co-reliever, co-Cy Young. Co-reliever, co-Cy Young for Trevor Hoffman, and then Dellin Betances. Because if you combine these two Betances cards and average, even if you just average them out, it's pretty damn impressive. So that's it for pitchers. I hit the wrong button. Position players. Let's look through guys that I had that just never used. They were in my lineup but never used. I do want to do it from here. So Rizzo, I do want to check my home runs actually. I kind of want to add up my home runs. I'll do that after. I do like to see who at least made some sort of impact on my team and had at least one RBI or home run, though. Like Gleyber Torres at least did something. Aaron Judge 1 yard once. PD had 5 ribbies for me. Machado 1 yard once. There's going to be a lot of Red Sox players in this area because I've used them a few times now. Vasquez 1 yard once. Marte on RBI. You know, some stuff. Not bad. Probably take a look at like the top 3 pages for this. I already know who my MVP is. It's pretty easy for me to decide that. But, that's not signature Jackie Robinson. Ichiro's got 1 home run. Tom Murphy, Tony Gwynn. Wow, I've only used signature Tony Gwynn for 9 games. I'm kind of surprised at that. This is where we start getting into a little bit more. Oh shit, I got Snapchats I never answered. Whoopsies. Okay, sorry. So yeah, because Trey Turner was my pinch runner for a while. That's live Vlad. Jonathan Scope had 3 home runs for me. Eugenio Suarez was a pinch hitter for me for a little bit. Devin Travis was in my lineup for a while. Daniel Murphy, Mike Piazza only has 7 home runs, 17 RBIs. Live Jackie or signature Jackie Robinson, 315. I didn't have them for too long compared to others. Cliff Floyd, I used a lot. That doesn't even seem right. Pete Alonso, Chris Bryant. That's live Chris Bryant. Live Correa, live Real Muto. No, not live Real Muto. Live Cruz. Live Baez, Contreras, P. Reese was on the team for a while. There's signature Baez, the one you get for pre-ordering. 23 home runs, 52 RBIs. Top 2 pages here are going to have some high numbers from people that I used a lot. Like Trevor Story, I used a lot. He would probably be my second favorite shortstop behind Tatis to use. 14 home runs, 34 RBIs out of the leadoff spot. I used him as a leadoff. JD Martinez I used for a little bit, 1539. Miguel Cabrera, signature, 1740. Power Vlad, 1738. Like, that's not bad for off the bench, too. Signature Carpenter, finest Bichette, finest Ohtani. So my first 30 home runs guy that we've seen so far. Bregman was pretty good for me for a little bit. Mike Trout was really good for me really quick. Let's look at the games. And then we get here, the front page. Chris Bryant, 132 games, 322 plate appearances. So I'd say a average season has like, what, 400 plate appearances, maybe a little bit less. So this isn't too far off. 39 home runs, 100 RBIs. I'll probably play one more game, and in that I'll fucking try my damnedest to get him to 40. Get him in the 40-100 club. Does not show WAR, though. That is one thing that bums me out. I would love to see WAR for some of these guys. And I don't know how to calculate it. I've tried looking it up before, but it's really hard to figure out. But finest Chris Bryant. Finest Rafael Devers was always a pinch hitter for me. I never really used him in the lineup. But to still get 17 home runs, 43 RBIs out of him is pretty good. 428 average. Finest Tatis. Really enjoyed using him. 33 home runs, 112 RBIs. 501 average. This guy was insane for me the second I picked him up. 58 home runs, 145 RBIs, a 487 average. OPS of 1.66. Look at these numbers, dude. Mitch Garver was an absolute stud for me the second I picked him up. Acuna was going to be my MVP for a while. 48 home runs, 122 RBIs, 485 average. Andre Dawson really started off slow but exploded for me after a while. 48 home runs, 115 RBIs, 463 average. But you want to talk about... Torrey Hunter was a dark horse for me. You know, like, he just wasn't anything too special, but he was always... It was hard for me to take him out of left field. And then we got... These three are definitely probably my top 3 for MVP. Actually, no, my top 3 for MVP... I'll look at Joe Morgan first. He's top 5 for MVP. Joe Morgan, 227 games, 568 plate appearances, 55 doubles, 55 home runs, 32 triples, 124 RBIs, 409 average. And considering how many at-bats he had, a 409 average is pretty good. My top 3 for MVP would have to be... My top 5. I'll do top 5. Top 5 from the bottom up would be number 5, Acuna. Number 4, Garver. Number 4, Joe Morgan. Number 3, Mitch Garver. And then number 2 and number 1, we got Frank Thomas, Ken Griffey Jr. We'll look at them both first. We'll start with Thomas. I had him longer, 312 games, 700 plate appearances, 300 hits, 66 home runs, 249 RBIs, 463 batting average. He is my second place for MVP. The only reason why it's a little tough to decide is because of hits and RBIs. Because if we take a look at my undoubted MVP, Ken Griffey Jr., who again, Frank Thomas had 700 plate appearances. 708 to be exact. Griffey had 566. Close to 200 hits, 300 hits. 101 home runs though. 227 RBIs. Where Frank Thomas had 249. So, but the 101 home runs and the fact that he had speed, defense, his average was 495 to Frank Thomas's 460. So between the average, the home runs, the RBIs are right there, and the fact that he did it in 142 less plate appearances, that's my MVP right there, no doubt. Hands down my MVP. Not really to any surprise. He is one of my all-time favorite players, too. I don't know what these things even stand for, but his bat runs look pretty high. He averaged a home run every 5, just over 5 at bats. Runs created 330. I don't know what the fuck this is, but that's a huge number. It's 1,000. So, here's my Diamond Dynasty team for the year. I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to do. I'm not going to buy any packs. That'd be kind of dumb. You know what? For ultimate sake, we'll crack three headliners open. And quick sell for stubs too, because why not? Oh my god, I got a gold. This is the first time I've played an MLB. I've had every MLB The Show game ever, period, since 06. And even then, shout out MVP Baseball 05, had that one before. This is the first time that I can recall. I don't know if it's because I'm older now, but that I can recall getting a show game and just non-stop all year round actually playing it from the day it came out till the day the next one came out, with no real break in between. This game had so much to it that, and I didn't see myself really getting into it at first. I didn't think to myself I would, because I didn't play 18 too much. But and I didn't do Diamond Dynasty in 18, I don't believe. But to see what they've added, the moments, Conquest is really fun, and now the different Conquest maps, like, and not just the different ones, but the fact that there were so many this time around, with crazy rewards half the time, and different goals to get even more rewards. Events, moments, the regular stuff. It was always something for me to stay occupied, whether even just making shit up with my franchise sims with all power. March to October was a huge, and I cannot stress this enough, huge addition for me. Road to the Show is fun, franchise is fun, Diamond Dynasty is definitely fun. March to October is something where, honestly, even maybe starting tomorrow, I probably won't do it tonight, but starting soon, especially if the quarantines are going to happen the way they say they are, where I'm going to live stream. I said I was going to do it with this year. I was going to play each team once and then live stream it and play it a second time. That kind of fell off, but I'm going to, in 2020, MLB The Show 2020, do 30 March to Octobers, one for each team at least, and live stream it as I go along. That way, because there's some crazy shit that has happened in some of these. So I'm going to live stream them all. I'm going to have those, and just regular even play now, like, just all this stuff. The XP awards, the programs, everything. I think they did an amazing job with this game. Has to be probably my favorite MLB The Show game to date. And honestly, I'd say one of the top baseball games of all time. I'm not going to say it is the greatest. I think that's way too hard to decide between MVP 05, this game, Backyard Baseballs. Hell, some people can even argue Slugfests. You know, and even 2K at its prime was pretty damn good. 2K9-ish, I'd say. So it's tough to decide, but this one will live deeply and fondly into my heart. And I'm excited for MLB The Show 20. 7 hours, 59 minutes, 17 seconds and counting. I don't see myself deleting 19, like memory-wise. I think I will keep this as the application installed. I don't have the disc. I haven't bought a disc in years. But application-wise, I don't see myself deleting it ever. I can see myself uninstalling 17, 18 without really a problem. I can delete the beta. Actually, no, I'm going to keep the beta just in case. For 20. I don't see myself going back to 18 or 17, really. If it ever comes a time where I need to remove storage from my hard drive, I would easily get rid of 17 or 18 before I get rid of this. I'll say that much. So MLB The Show 19, I don't know if I'm going to play it between now and release for 20, so in case I don't. It's been real, it's been fun, and it has been real fun. So one of the greatest years for a game. Some of the most fun I've had with a baseball game, or any game. I think I had 3 weeks on here. I looked at my in 2019. And then this game came out in March, obviously, of 2019. So I looked at my PlayStation year review for 2019. This was my most played game. I had at least 3 weeks time on here. Um, and that's not counting the last 2 months and change. So in a year, I'd say I probably put a month's worth on this game. So to a month well spent, worth every second, worth every penny, worth it all. MLB The Show 19. Thank you.